A lot of great memories for me personally when I hear that song. Back when I was a young record company guy, working with Ace for the first time and getting to know Ace Frehley for the first time. And it takes me back to, what was it, 87, something like that. It's amazing how time flies, but still a great sounding record, Into the Night, from the first album from Frehley's Comet, from Ace Frehley. And now here we are in 2014, and my old friend joins me live on the phone from, I'm not sure exactly where. Where are you at, Ace?
Las Vegas.
Ah, I wish I was you, man. Are you at the tables yet or what?
No, I just pulled into town. I'm actually in the parking lot of a Shell station.
How are the gas prices in Vegas these days?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not paying attention to it. I had to stop at this recording studio I'm working. I'm working at Hideout Studios, working with Kevin Kirko and Ronnie you know Ronnie's last name.
Mancuso. I've been there many times.
I had to drop off my guitars before I hit the hotel.
I've been there many times. Good people, great studio, and it's a fun place to record. I can't wait to see and hear what comes out of there for you. But I know we'll get a quick update on your latest record, but obviously there has been a ton of speculation and people wondering what's going on. Last time we had you on this show, it was a big celebratory call because you had just been officially inducted with Peter, Gene, and Paul into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's good, Ed. Celebratory?
It was celebratory. We were excited. Everybody was happy.
It's very good.
Well, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You were excited. You were talking about, getting into the costume again and getting ready to go jam with them. And now here we are, and you've got some news for us. So the platform is yours. What's going on?
Oh, the news. Oh, well, I don't think Kiss fans are going to be too excited and happy about the news, because at this juncture, Paul and Gene have decided to perform with Tommy and Eric, and it looks like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame are going along with it, and I won't be performing at this juncture. The way things are at this point right now.
When was this news relayed to you, Ace?
Just the last 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours. It was kind of up in the air, and then, But the main reason I wanted to come on your show was because, like as you said, the last time I was on, it was a very exciting and happy call, and, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was very excited about having the 4 original members who are being inducted to perform at the ceremony, and that was shot down by Paul and Gene. And now, it's kind of like regroup and figure out, well, if I'm not going to put on the makeup and do a 3-song reunion for the fans, then what am I going to do? And right now, I'm not even sure if I'm going to show up or not,
So, obviously, this is a huge bit of news and a huge bomb, if you will, because there are a lot of people that were expecting, hoping, myself included, that at least for a song or two, being that the original 4 were going in, that indeed would happen. Yeah. And you're saying that, for the record, you're saying that Gene and Paul have said they're refusing to perform with you and Peter.
Yeah, and makeup and do a reunion. Yeah, that's been shut down.
Would they perform with you guys under any circumstances?
I don't know, but I'm not going to get on the stage with Tommy wearing my makeup. That's absurd.
Right. No, I understand that, but I mean, you said in makeup, but would they? I mean, is it the makeup the issue, or they just don't want to play with you?
No, they just shut down. Doing any type of reunion with us, with makeup, without makeup, with bombs, without bombs. And, it's like I'm in the middle, I shouldn't say the middle, I'm at the tail end of my record, and it's been very upbeat. Here I am in Vegas, with Rachel and her friend, and, I'm going to the studio tomorrow night, tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday, and, this has just been like, a thorn in my side because, every day there's a different story, maybe you can come and get up and do New York Groove. And if you don't do it with Kiss, you can do it with a celebrity lineup, and that was shot down. And, it's very frustrating, and it's also, distracting, it's my attention, from the most important thing right now that I'm doing is working on music and creating, So it's very frustrating and a little disheartening, but, it was very important that I let the fans know that because the tickets are going on sale Monday, and I didn't want people buying tickets thinking that they were going to see a Kiss reunion and then be disappointed.
Well, that's a great point because I personally know somebody who was planning on buying a $650 ticket and coming from very far away for the express reason because he thought he was going to see the original band at least for a song. And that's important. I can imagine the timing to get that out there right now because you don't want people to know before they go and spend that kind of money.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shame. I know it's what the fans wanted. I know it's what the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame wanted. And, it's not going to happen. And, I'm a little disappointed, but, the gloves are off, Ed. My new book's, I'm working on my second book. I got the new record. What will be in the future will be, No matter what happens, I'm fine. And I'm having fun, and I'm creating great music, and, my life's great,
Well,
and I can't let this, any negativity, I got to just let it roll off my back and continue doing what I've been doing, making great music.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I can understand how this would weigh on you because, and listen, from Peter's side of things, I know that his wife called me tonight, knew you were calling in, and said that she fully is dealing with the same thing you are, and they've been told that Peter is not allowed to perform with the band either. So,
you hear the sirens?
Yeah, I do. Sounds like New York, not Vegas. Hey.
Well, yeah, Vegas is pretty crazy.
Hey, Ace, when did you?
Yeah, buddy.
Have you had any direct conversations with Gene and Paul lately about this? Have you talked to them directly?
No, I had that one phone call which I kind of conveyed to you when I was on your show, way back, 6 or 8 weeks ago.
Right.
And it was a congratulatory call. I'll use your word.
Right.
Terminology.
Well, it was. Celebratory is what I said. But
oh, you said, well, okay. Well, it was, I guess, a combination of both.
Yeah.
But, and in that call, they kind of led me to believe that, we were going to get together and do something. And then, pretty much, the rug's been pulled out. But, no worries,
Why do you think they don't want to play with you and Peter?
I don't know, and at this point, I really don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't care. It's like, enough already. Hey, you don't want to do something for the fans after 40 years of them supporting you. It's something the fans wanted. It's something the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame asked of all four of us. They shut it down, It is what it is, and, I don't completely understand it, but, those guys do a lot of things that don't make sense to me.
There are still a couple months just under before the ceremony actually happens in Brooklyn.
A couple of months. It's April 10th.
Right. So we're at mid-February now. So a little less than whatever it is, 6 weeks, 7 weeks.
Okay.
You
going to go, Ed?
I'm not going to go if you and Peter aren't there.
Yeah.
And if you're not playing, I'm not. I mean, all due respect, but I mean, if you're not playing, I mean, I don't need to be there.
I'm not
right,
playing.
So
I asked the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame if I could get up and just perform New York Groove with either Peter and or a celebrity group or whatever the case may be, and they shut that down. And that I don't completely fully understand either. But I don't make these decisions, and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, is a bunch of guys sitting in a room trying to make sense of whatever. I don't know.
Right. I got a call.
I mean, I'm going, if I show up, it'll be for the fans. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you'll make that decision, I guess, when it gets closer, but you're here to say that officially that the invitation has not been extended to you to play. Peter's not playing, and that
it was extended by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right.
To the four of us who were being inducted, and it was shut down. So.
Well, and I can tell you that I got a call tonight when it was announced that you were going to come on from the director and producer of the show, a gentleman by the name of Joel Gallen, who told me that that indeed is the case, that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's hope and wish, since they are only inducting the original band, was that the original band would play. But the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is not going to tell the current KISS that they can't play, and that was his position on it because, you know, but the one thing he said is that anything, he sees scenarios where things could potentially change between now and the date that it actually happens. But in order for that to happen, something would have to happen soon. I mean, you guys need to be prepared for this.
Yeah. Well, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I can't let it run too much space in my head because I'm finishing up a record. You know, I'm going into the mixing process. There's still 2 or 3 new songs that are, you know, I wrote a couple of songs with Rachel that have turned out fantastic, and it's just going to be a great record. And you know, it's unfortunate that, you know, I'm so excited and up about all this, and I have to be, you know, distracted by the